by me strolling down the streets of Estonia's summer capital, Pärnu, not to be confused with Tallinn, where I've been for most of my time here. But today I have branched out to the summer resort, if you like, where lots of Russians, Finns, Estonians obviously, they've named it their summer capital, and people from all over this part of the world will come sit on some sand for a bit, because this is such a, it's been a heat wave for a little while now, so there's no surprise that it's not that busy here. I imagine when I get to the beach it probably will be, but I'm here because my game I was meant to go to sort of just on the outskirts of Tallinn in a suburb was cancelled, but there was a game today in Pärnu, so not the match that I planned on going to, but I also hadn't planned on coming here, so I guess things have worked out for the better in the end. So I get to explore Pärnu for a bit, chill on the beach, have a nice read, dip my toes in the Baltic Sea, and then ultimately still see some football. So the Baltic tour continues. Stick around to see what sort of stuff happens. So it's not actually as sunny as it has been at the Baltic Sea, I have to say, so I dip in again. Oh, it's a lovely temperature, really nice. It's like a bath that you've left for, I don't know, 10 minutes. Really, you could sit in here all day, and maybe I will. But as I was wading out, I saw just above the sort of cheap burger place and the sun lounger rental some floodlights. So the stadium is actually right on the beach, pretty much. So this should be very interesting indeed. I'll obviously head out there a bit later. Also, they've got these things here that I think are genius. A little changing booth. Sorry, dude. Just there. There are all sorts of sponsors on there. And just a bench that you can just sit on, as well as some bins. Why have we not thought of this? Why have we not thought of this in England? It was actually even closer than I thought. Look, there's the beach. Turn around. And there's the Pärnu Run Stadion. Unbelievable. Could have a beach day and then a football day without having to move more than, like, I don't know, 300 meters. There's a lot of very nice facilities here at Pärnu Beach that is just free to use, like this hammock here, for example. There's some diggers over there as well. A whole bunch of play stuff. There was a slide in the water too for the kids. And showers and all that stuff, drinking water. So yeah, can't complain at all. A lovely, lovely beach. The sand was so soft as well. And to top it all off, the water was really nice and clean. So yeah, no complaints from me whatsoever. A well worth trip down south to the Baltic coast. Yeah, I've got nothing more to say really. I loved it. And it just got better. Look at that. The first larder of the trip. A lovely red one at that. Not sure where it's come from, but it's not from around here, or if it is, it's very old. Actually, we know it's very old. It's a larder. Not been popped particularly well, but it's a nice colour. Lovely car, isn't it? And while I was waiting for the gate to open, look. The Harju JK players have arrived on the bus. Unbelievable. I still can't find out how to get in. I'm on these stairs here, but it's currently securityed off, so we'll see what happens. It's not bloody obvious, let me tell you that. So neither of the obvious entrances were the right ones, so I'm heading just to a stroll around the ground, I guess. See if there's anything obvious. This players stepping onto the pitch, so I'd quite like to be in there for this, but unfortunately there's no obvious way in unless it's not open yet. I mean, if that was the case, that'd be even more annoying. But there's a table there. I don't know. I really don't know. It's bizarre is what it is. The stadium looks really nice though. I can't wait to get in there and have a look. But at the minute, got to be marked down a little bit for impracticality. We'll see what happens. So here we are on the fine facility that is the Pärnu Randstadion, which is the host of the side bottom of the Esiliiga and also bottom of the second division. This is a really nerdy thing to notice, but is the goalkeeper kit not the exact same as Arsenal's last season? I swear it is, and the fact that they're both Adidas is only confirming it for me. As the drinks break starts, 0-0 at the minute. Actually, Pärnu having the better of the chances. So, interesting to see if that can carry on, but at the minute it is goalless here. Lovely weather, by the way. It feels a bit like, I don't know, Florida or something. Pärnu have been so bad that after 35 minutes they're preparing a double substitution. Honestly, that Pärnu have missed about 3 one-on-ones. They really should be ahead, but they're not. But here they come. Unbelievable. I've never seen a double sub this early in a game. Imagine being the two players getting hooked. Having a shocker. Oh, and off they come. Now, there's no fourth official at this game, so it's just hit 45. We've got no idea how much is left to play. 0-0 at half time, so let's explore the Scran situation. As it's so toasty and we're by the seaside, I've gone for an ice cream. It's a little one, but hopefully it'll be alright. And just as we approach the 56th minute, Pärnu are using their 4th and 5th subs. So they are now out of substitutions, with over half an hour to play. I mean, you've got to give the coach credit. He's not happy to just sit on what he has, or he's not happy to just sit on this poor performance. He's trying to switch it up, but they're not playing well at all. To be fair to the high U coach, I think his changes have worked. They've kept the ball a lot better. Whereas, unlike in the first half, Parnu offered absolutely nothing on the break at all. They've just had no energy in the second half. It does feel like a matter of time now before an away goal. But we'll see. Hopefully not. It'll be a great point for them. Only their 7th of the season. Hey! And that's full time! A brilliant point for Parnu. Wow. Unbelievable. What a shocker. An absolutely mega result in the Esiliiga, bottom holding 3rd to a 0-0 draw. Well, who'd have thought it? They were really bad as well. I can't believe the points difference. If Haiyu had won today, they'd have been 30 points clear of Parnu, and that definitely didn't look like it should be the case from what I saw anyway. But regardless, got to head back to Tallinn now. So signing off from my little dip into the Esiliiga, my first 0-0 on the road. But it was a good 0-0 in that it got a team that needed them some points. There's the ice cream man going off in the background. Ciao. Last full day here in Tallinn. I've not really done much. I went to the Freedom Memorial earlier to sort of celebrate communism leaving the country. God, it's so saturated. There we go. And ate at a nice cafe. Other than that, I've not really done a whole lot because my feet are absolutely killing me. We're often after the final game of my time in Estonia. I just wanted to say that I absolutely love the public transport here. You just go to the stop, you wait probably no longer than like 7 minutes. No matter what time of day it is, and the one that you need will come and take you to where you need to go. So it's great. It's a far cry from what I'm used to in England, let's just say that. And we back, and we back, and we back, and we back. Just realised that Chance the Rapper reference is probably a bit dated. I mean, shout out all the Acid Rap fans out there, you'll get that, but everyone else, apologies, I guess. What a tape though. So some of you might well be wondering, why am I coming back to the Coq Arena? And why are you watching Tallinn Kalev again? Well, this is where I sort of hand in my groundhopper card. I'm not really a true blue groundhopper in that sense. I'm more of just a games guy. I want to be at games. If it's at the same ground for every single match, the whole time I'm in a place, you know, so be it. Like they have in Malta or Andorra, you know, that's fine by me. I'm more concerned about getting some games in, preferably some different opposition. So yeah, watching Tallinn Kalev again is not ideal, but I did enjoy my trip there, so hopefully they'll fare a bit better today, although I doubt it, because they are facing the disgraced champions of Estonia. Disgraced, not in like that they've done anything naughty and like they've had their title stripped from them. Train go by. But in that Estonia were recently relegated to the Champions League preliminary round, and in the tournament they were drawn up against the de facto home team, Vikinga Reykjavik, and Vikinga Reykjavik dispatched of Levadia in very embarrassing fashion. 6-1 it was, and it could have been a lot more. Levadia did not turn up at all. They were terrible. Actually took the lead. The player I'm going to mention in a minute scoring the goal, but they went on to lose in humiliating fashion. So they won't be. I don't know how they'll feel. This is their second league game back. The first one was on the same day that I went to Tallinn Kalev, and they only drew 1-1 against a mid-table side, which is quite rare for the top two. Both the sides that are hosted in the Coq Arena to actually drop points against sides other than themselves. But they've not been super consistent, and yet, you know, here they are. So hopefully they'll put on a good show today. And yeah, let's get inside and see what the lineup is. I don't actually know. I haven't looked. And yeah, how they play today. And through we go. All eyes on the man with the beard over there, Zachary Beglashvili, the best player in the league, the Georgian playmaker. Got 24 goals last season. He's actually an ex-Flora player, but was an inspired signing for Levadia last season as he spearheaded their title win. He's got 11 goals this campaign, the one at the end of the line there, so he's not doing too bad. But the team as a whole, they're just not where they were last season yet. There he is. So I don't know whether it's the grim old weather or the fact that they just played Jack Harlow first class loud on the speakers, which in my opinion is an awful song. But I don't know, I'm not really feeling too up for this one. I don't think it's because it's not a new ground, because I've been to the Emirates a bunch of times and I'm up for that every time. Obviously different scenario. That's the team I support, but yeah, I don't know, and it's also empty here. I think there's probably not even 30 people here. Although I can see some people coming down the road, but still, it's, you know, this is the champions. They've still got a chance of winning the league. You know, the other day at Kalev, we were the 9th biggest crowd the season that any stadium has seen this season. Obviously, I didn't think all the kids that were there were going to be here as well, because it's an away game. But equally, you know, there's so few people here, they could easily be here, because no one's going to attack a bunch of kids if Kalev somehow managed to win. It's a bit stupid, really. I don't know what's going on, but what I do know is that we're nearly at kickoff, and they're playing some drum and bass. So I'm going to go back out there and enjoy that for a bit, I think. And hopefully the football will liven me up a bit, as well as this a la Coq. If you haven't had an a la Coq before, it's banging. Okay, so the reverse of this fixture was the game for the opening day of the season. And if my memory serves me right, Levadia won 8-0. So hopefully it'll be a tighter game today. You know, a Kalev goal would really get the juices flowing, but we'll see if that transpires or not. You know, maybe there's still a Champions League hangover with Levadia, and that can happen. They're also not playing their star striker, Esiliiga da Costa, for some reason. The Brazilian is normally very good in the Estonian league, so we'll see what happens. But the teams are about to come out. Yeah, and I think the a la Coq has got me up to this game now, to be fair. I'm ready to go now. Hopefully, I just hope that Tallinn Kalev can get a goal or do something, you know, because if it just goes as predicted, it won't be as fun as it could be. So yeah, here's hoping. Yep, the tunnel is still in the stupid place. I don't get it. And there's nobody here as well, absolutely nobody. That's crazy. Stop war. As we hit the drinks break, this game so far has been played at testimonial pace really. Levadia just passing the ball around, controlling things. And Kalev, you know, they've tried a couple of breaks, but it's just been Levadia passing the ball around, trying to do stuff, and just not. So, I mean, it'd be interesting to see what happens in the second half, but I can't really, well, not second half, still more of this first half to go, but I don't see the game scoreline changing too much unless the pace of the match is upped a bit. Beglishvili as a false 9 is just not working. I mean, he's scored the goal, but it's because he picked up in the pocket that he's used to picking the ball up in. They need to get someone else to occupy that space and let him sort of find the gaps himself. And I think that's what will turn this into more of a cricket score. Until then, it's just going to stay as it is, I reckon. But yeah, 1-0. Slow game. Even by Esiliiga standards, a slow game. Kalev ending the half quite strong, and here they have a corner. Let's see if anything happens. If it doesn't, I'm never doing this again. Nope, nothing. Although recycled. Sent in and overhit. Alright, fair enough. It didn't, I mean, it wasn't likely, but still. Still 1-0. And that's a penalty to Levadia. Handballs. It's close proximity, but you know, he definitely blocked it. What was otherwise would have been a decent cross. So it's a chance for the Georgian Messi to make it 2-0. His name's too hard to say, so that's what I'm going to call him from now on. I'm doing a Mick McCarthy. Here we go. And it's a good penalty, he scores. (2-0). Both goals scored by Zakaria Beglashvili. Now on the stroke of half time. 2-0. So it is a half time. Zachary Beglashvili with both the goals. You see behind me 2-0 to Levadia, the champions, against the newly promoted Kalev. What to say about that first half other than it wasn't very good? I mean, at one moment of quality where he found himself some space on the edge of the box and scored, and then a penalty. You know, other than that, there's not really been a lot of chances. It's not like Flora 2 days ago. They were carving Panu apart at will. They have really struggled against a not particularly resolute Tallinn Kalev team. So it'd be interesting to see if they can up the ante in the second half, otherwise I might fall asleep. But at the minute it is 2-0. The other contender for worst game was also 2-0, which is funny, I guess, back in Latvia. But yeah, I'm not particularly invigorated by what's happened so far. I just feel that both sides are kind of going through the motions a little bit, and they've almost sort of both accepted the result. The way they went 1-0. Sorry. But yeah, we'll see what happens in the second half. I feel like we might get another goal maybe for Levadia. I can't see, you know what, actually Kalev did end the half pretty well before the penalty. I really don't know, but if I had to bet where the next goal would go, I'd definitely say the home side are going to get it. Possibly a hat-trick goal, but we'll see. We'll see. Put off the defender and then fired it into the top corner. Unbelievable scenes. 2-1. Right at the start of the second half. Could the comeback be on? Unbelievable scenes. Kalev so close to an equaliser. Goalie just tipped it. And for some reason, a goal kick's been given. But yeah, seriously, really close. And they've got the wind in their sails now. So Kalev, can they get an equaliser? That would be unbelievable if they could. 3-1, a lovely cross. And it looked like it missed everyone, but number 9 ghosted in at the back post. Have it home. Leverdia's 2-goal lead restored. 3-1. And just as the ref calls for the second drinks break, the sun's come out. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Still 3-1 though. Come on, Kalev. Shout out this guy, rolling the touchline like he's the manager. Didn't have enough supporters like this over here. No hat-trick for him, unfortunately. He's been taken off with 10 to go. So there's still a chance for Kalev. As slim as it may be, they've got a free kick on the halfway line. So in the end, it was a bit of a romp for Leverdia. But, as I'm sure I just showed you, I managed to get a snap with Zakaria himself, the Georgian Messi. So it was a worthwhile trip to finally see a player, get a picture with a player from the winning team. I didn't get to stick around for any Flora players, and then the Legion game was a bit weird. And the other one I had to run off to get the coach. So it was a good end to the Tallinn leg of the trip, the longest leg by far. Another bloody train. Leverdia, you know, they showed that they are a cut above. But we sort of already knew that apart from Non-Pied and Flora and Leverdia are sort of a cut above the rest on any given day. So it was just nice to see some more football. But you know, Kalev, for my money, they held their own for the most part. I think it was just the quality up front, although I think it's fair to say they scored the best goal. But yeah, moving on tomorrow to Finland. But first off, I need to get some food, and then I'm headed to Hull tonight, which is something I've been looking forward to for a while. So I'm glad that the hype of meeting Zakaria has sort of pepped me up a little bit. A little bit of food in me, and I'll be ready to go for some techno, I reckon. So I'll see you probably on the ferry, unless something funky happens between now and then. Ciao for now, and on to the next leg of the tour.